I'm honored to have you here, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Greetings, viewers. Get ready to immerse yourself in the world of Bimbo Bakeries USA in this video. Bimbo Bakeries USA, Inc. is the American corporate arm of the Mexican multinational bakery product manufacturing company Grupo Bimbo. It is the largest bakery company in the United States. The subsidiary, headquartered in Horsham, Pennsylvania, a suburb of Philadelphia, owns many fresh bread and sweet baked goods brands in the United States, including Arnold, Levy's, Ballpark, Colombo, Francisco, Oroit, Entenmann's, Sara Lee, and Thomas. It is also a top advertising sponsor for many major soccer teams around the globe. Get ready for a captivating exploration as we unravel the layers of name and their profound significance. The name Bimbo was first coined in 1945 when the company switched from Superpan SA, a blend of the words bingo and Bambi. The name's innocent, childlike associations fit the image that the company wished to build. Let's now enter the realm of history and discover the fascinating stories it has to tell. Bimbo Bakeries USA's story began in 1994, when Grupo Bimbo, Mexico's largest baking company, with operations in 21 countries, purchased La Hacienda, a California-based tortilla company. Bimbo Bakeries United States of America then entered the U.S. bread market in 1997 with the acquisition of Pacific Pride Bakeries of San Diego. The company grew again in 1998 with the purchase of Mrs. Baird's Bakeries in Texas, which at the time was the largest family-owned bakery in the U.S. The combined operations were renamed Bimbo Bakeries United States of America BBU. In 2002, BBU acquired the Western U.S. baking business of George Weston Limited, adding such iconic premium brands as Oroit, Entenmann's, Thomas, and Boboli. In 2008, Grupo Bimbo purchased the remaining U.S. fresh baked goods business of George Weston Limited, adding brands such as Arnold, Branbury, Friedhofer's, and Stroman. In 2011, BBU completed its largest acquisition to date, Sara Lee's North American fresh bakery business. Adding Sara Lee's bread business doubled BBU in size. In 2020, BBU acquired Lender's Bagels from Conagra Brands. Today, BBU operates more than 60 bakeries, employs more than 20,000 workers, and distributes products through 11,000 sales routes throughout the United States. As we transition, let's shed light on kosher certification and its relevance to our ongoing exploration. In 2018, the company announced that it would not be renewing its kosher certification. As the largest baking company in the U.S., the decision caused significant concern amongst American Jews, especially those who live outside areas with significant Jewish populations. Kosher breads are required to be non-dairy unless explicitly labeled because Jewish dietary restrictions prohibit consuming dairy and meat at the same meal. Kosher bread is thus almost always pareve. The company said they wanted the option to produce bread on factory lines that might include dairy products, which they are not able to do if they remain kosher certified. In this section, we'll be shedding light on nationwide expansion and its impact on our understanding of the subject. On December 10, 2008, it was announced that Grupo Bimbo was in negotiations to purchase Western Foods Inc., a subsidiary of George Weston Limited, for $2.38 billion, a purchase that would make Bimbo Bakeries United States of America the largest bakery company in the United States of America. The purchase was finalized on January 21, 2009. The acquisition added brands such as Arnold, Branbury, Friedhofer's, Stroman, and gave Bimbo the rights to the Western brands in the eastern United States. It had controlled the Western brands in the western United States since 2002. The purchase also added 22 more factories and 4,000 delivery trucks, giving Bimbo Bakeries United States of America 35 factories and over 7,000 sales routes in the United States, along with a footprint in all of the lower 48 states and almost $1 billion in annual sales. The Western Foods headquarters in Horsham, Pennsylvania, just outside Philadelphia, became the new headquarters for Bimbo's United States of America operations, relocating from Fort Worth, Texas, when the deal closed. As we progress through this video, let's shift our attention towards soccer sponsorship and uncover its hidden depths. In an effort to increase its national exposure, on January 11, 2011, Bimbo announced a 4-year partnership agreement making it the official jersey sponsor of the Philadelphia Union, the Major League Soccer MLS team local to their national headquarters. The Union sponsorship agreement marks the 5th professional soccer team sponsored by Bimbo. The parent company Grupo Bimbo sponsors the following 5 teams: Rochester Rhinos, Club America, CD Guadalajara and CF Monterrey of the Primera Division de Mexico teams, and CD Saprissa of Costa Rica. The deal also makes Bimbo the official bread and baked goods sponsor of the Union and MLS. Bimbo will become an official sponsor of MLS, opening MLS league and club marketing assets, such as stadium signage, to the company. The sponsorship deal is valued at roughly $1 million over the 4-year period. Let's now turn our attention to Sara Lee acquisition and examine its role within a larger context. On November 9, 2010, Grupo Bimbo announced that it had agreed to acquire the North American fresh bakery business of the Sara Lee Corporation. The transaction, which was subject to regulatory review, would combine the largest and third largest baking companies in the United States, as measured by annual sales. The deal was reported as costing us $1 million. This acquisition left Bimbo Bakeries United States of America with 75 bakeries in 31 states, serving the entire continental United States through more than 13,000 sales routes. The acquisition was estimated to bring about $1 billion in sales to Bimbo Bakeries USA, for a rough total of $1 billion. This would make Bimbo Bakeries United States of America more than twice as large as the number 2 bakery company in the United States, Flowers Foods. Sara Lee Corporation acquired its fresh-baked division in 2001 with the acquisition of Earth Grains for a then-industry record of $1 billion. This sale represents a 66% discount. In November 2011, Sara Lee Corporation completed the sale of its North American fresh bakery business to Grupo Bimbo for $709 million. Sara Lee also sold its fresh bakery businesses in Spain and Portugal to Grupo Bimbo for €115 million, $158.30 million, in a deal announced in October 2011. That acquisition was expected to close by the end of 2011. Bimbo Bakeries was required to sell off some of its assets by the Antitrust Division of the United States Department of Justice. The following operations were sold: Earth Grains and Healthy Choice in Omaha were sold to Pano Gold in May 2012. Hossam and Milano in Harrisburg and Scranton were sold to Schmidt Baking Company in May 2012. Sara Lee and Earth Grains in California and Earth Grains in Oklahoma City were sold to Flowers Foods in October 2012. In this section, we'll be exploring main brands. Arnold, producer of loaf bread primarily sold throughout the United States. Ballpark, producer of buns and rolls. Bustle, producer of Takis, Kettles, and associated varieties. Bayes, producer of English muffins. Beefsteak, producer of bread. Bimbo, producing cakes and bread, found in major United States cities with large Hispanic and Hispanic American populations. Boboli, producer of ready-made pizza crusts. Branbury, producer of loaf bread primarily sold throughout the United States. Colombo, producer of sweet and sourdough bread products, formerly Colombo Baking Company. Earth Grains, producer of loaf bread primarily sold throughout the United States. Entenmann's, pastry baker in the United States. Francisca, producer of bread and rolls. Freihofer's, producer of bread and cakes most commonly found in upstate New York. Grandma Sycamore's, producer of homemade breads, based in Utah and found in the Intermountain West area. J.J. Nissen, producer of bread commonly found in New England. Lender's Bagels, producer of bagels. Mayer's, producer of bread. Morena, producer of Mexican Mexican cookies and pastry. Mrs. Baird's, a leading bakery primarily present in Texas and surrounding states. Old Country Restaurant Bread, Old Home Bread brand primarily seen in the Midwest. Formerly from the Metz Baking Company or Wheat, producer of loaf bread primarily sold throughout the United States. Sara Lee, North America, fresh bakery unit only. Strymon, producer of loaf bread in the United States. Thomas, producer of English muffins and bagels. To Rosa, producer of home-style bread, pastry, and tortillas. I hope you learned something new today. Let me know what you found most interesting in the comments below.